Naked Brand Group is the holy grail of stocks for retail investors who are all hyped up about a short squeeze. It is also the home of the NAKD army, and they also promote themselves and go by the name NAKD Apes. However, it is also hedge funders' worst nightmare, and they are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day. Within today's video, we're going to be looking at the short interest via Ortex for Naked Brand Group stock. In addition, we're going to be doing a technical analysis of what direction this stock is going to go in. Within today's video, we're going to be looking at the short interest via Ortex for Naked Brand Group stock. In addition, we're going to be doing a technical analysis of what direction this stock is going to go in. In addition, we are going to be looking at the Telegram as well, because some people within the community have produced some DD, which I think is right to bring to people's attention and to just bring it some spotlight. Now, a beautiful thing about a green screen is that I can actually do the DD right in front of you, and I can point out exactly what you should be looking at. You see up there? Utilization 100%. Yes, you heard that right. The utilization, which is the shares that are currently being lent at the moment, is 100%. So at the moment, no more shares, according to this data, can be on loan because they're already out on loan. So that means that there is currently 100% utilization. So it shows that people have not learned a lesson, and they are continuing to double down on this idea that they can actually find an alternative way out of this hole that they're currently in. It's also worth mentioning as well that the current short interest for NAKD stock has risen by 2.31%, as you can see on that side of the screen. It has now gone from 38.73 million to now 39.62 million of the float, which is absolutely insane, and it shows that NAKD is still getting doubled down as a shorted stock, and it shouldn't be, really. We all know the fundamentals of NAKD is strong, and it is going to come to fruition at some point, and these people who are shorting the stock are going to get what they deserve eventually. In addition, the current days to cover for NAKD and for the shorters who are currently taking out shares within NAKD and trying to hold short positions within NAKD, and the people who have loaned the stock, right? And this isn't naked shorting, right? This is reported shares, so this is legitimate short interest. And as you can currently see, the current days to cover is 0.99, so that has gone up. So they have a little bit more time to cover on their shares, that means. And the cost to borrow has actually increased. So for them to actually take out some shorts, they are now having to pay more interest on those short positions. And as you can currently see, it's 12.35% interest. And if you think of that in a sense of having a loan, a business loan, for example, and you had to pay 12.35% on your initial $100,000 or pounds, which you took out from whoever the loanee was, right? That in turn is going to mean that you're going to have to pay back $112,350, right? So as currently shown on your screen, if you look at the exchange reported short interest history, you can currently see it on that side there. You'll see that on the 15th of July, which was the settlement date, this is when this was all reported. The release date was the 26th of July. As you can see on there was 39.62 million shares that were shorted, with a short percentage of the free float of 5.35%. Now, although this isn't as much as some of the other days, you currently see as well the days to cover is higher. So that means that they were giving out shorts and they were given longer to cover, right? And that's probably why it's taken longer for the shorts to actually come into fruition. You see that they have managed to manipulate the stock down and down and down and down and down. And to be fair, it's not manipulation, because that is not naked shorting, right? Naked shorting, may I add, is literally shares that don't exist on the market. It's shorts that should not exist and be brought to the market because they actually should not own those shares. However, they do. And that is what's happening at the moment, and that is why what's going on at the moment within the market is illegal. But that's for another day. We will talk about that extensively in another report or another video, right? But within this video, I just wanted to point out certain facts. And as you can currently see, on the 30th of June, when they did the settlement date, that was literally like 38.73 million. So the shorts that were issued did go up, and the percentage of the free float did go up. However, they gave them more days to cover. That's the facts that we know at the moment, and you know that's all we know really with Ortex. Ortex is the most up-to-date data for shares or for short positions, so you know we are right to believe what they're saying really. So another thing which I really wanted to bring up to all of you is some DD that was made by the Telegram group actually. And they basically informed me of what you're going to see on your screen shortly. Now, I just wanted to put a disclaimer that nothing within this video as well is financial advice. And I wanted to make it clear that people within the Telegram, although they are very talented, they are not financial advisors. And I think that is very important. But we are apes and we do our own due diligence, and we provide our take on what's going on within the market. So I wanted to bring to light what other apes have done with their DD analysis, and that is all for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken as financial advice. And I just wanted to make that clear to all of you. So currently on your screen right now, you can see right above you NAKD, right? And we're not going to pay attention to AMC and GME. That is for another day, right? However, we can say that NAKD, it did have a reported dark pool volume of 4.3 billion shares. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but either way, it is a very, very heavily manipulated stock. However, if it is 4.318 billion, that is ridiculous. That really is ridiculous. And honestly, if that is the case, we could be in for a mega storm of a squeeze when it happens, right? However, for argument's sake, we're just going to go with what the DD says on your screen right now. So it says the dark pool volume in January was 4.318 billion. And that was something which I put in another video. I can't remember which video it was, but I did talk about this because it was a screenshot that came out. But yeah, it did happen apparently. So we're going to go with that. As we know, they did not cover, and it's the most likely to be accurate of the dark pool volumes, as apparently they started hiding it since 4.318 billion. And that is true. Since then, we have not seen any other reports of the dark pool volume. Us retail investors, we want to know what's going on within these dark pools, right? We want to know exactly how many shares are being traded within the dark pools. That is part of the reason why the market is so messed up currently, because you have these big money investors, these banks, these like all of these massive companies and people all trading behind the scenes in these dark pools that isn't accessible for the regular ape, the regular retail investor. And that is a big issue within the market because it lacks transparency. And that is a very key word in the market, because without transparency, what do we have? It's not a free market as everyone always quotes it as. It's not a free market if people are still not being transparent and things are going behind closed doors and having wool pulled over our eyes. It just doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up. But that's for another day as well. I'm getting a bit caught up here, right? So the current recorded outstanding shares is 841 million. So yeah, I mean that sounds about right as well. 5.13 times plus borrowed short shares, 0.116 equals 5.246. Or 525%. Again, that is probably quite accurate as well. I mean, we don't know how many naked shorts as well that includes, but I would assume the naked shorts would be probably from the dark pool as well. Like I said previously, the dark pool is a completely different exchange, and within these dark pools, right, NAKD could be trading at monumental highs, and I mean NAKD could be worth $100 in these dark pools, right? But we would never know. Similar with AMC. I think when AMC shot up actually to $70, I think that could have been a consequence of potentially it catching up with the dark pool because it's trading at such monumental heights. Obviously, I have nothing to back that up, and this is all just a theory, but it's something which I'm just going to throw out there. and we'll see if it comes to fruition, right? So since then, we believe it has increased to 559% of the free float, using short volume, previous maths, current borrowed shorts, and current outstanding shares, which, you know what, that seems a fair assumption in my opinion. And, you know, I agree with this DD actually in a sense. I think there does need to be a little bit talked about with, you know, the whole manipulation as well, because I think it could actually be a little bit higher than this again. But I think 559% without us including potential naked shorting, I think that is a fair assumption currently, because again, we don't know exactly what's going on with that. We don't know the numbers. So if we just go off what we know, then I think that is all we can do at the moment, and we can't just go off theories. So congratulations, or thank you to whoever did this DD. I believe it was original unknown, but I'm not sure. We'll have a look at that later. But yeah. So yeah, big shout out to whoever made this DD. I'm not actually sure, but I'm sure you're going to watch this video anyway. So thank you for whoever brought this DD to fruition. And, you know, it's got my stamp of approval. Congratulations. So, NAKD Ape, something which I would like to bring to fruition for all of you, right? And let me make myself a little bit bigger here so you can get the full me here, right? So, as you can currently see on your screen right now, actually over to this side here, let me point to it there. We are at a very pivotal point in NAKD currently, right? At the moment, we are seeing what I think is a false breakdown. And I believe what we're going to probably see is, I think this is going to shoot back up again into this bull flag, which we have been in. Right now, we're actually in danger of potentially going back down to that 48-cent mark. But if this is just a false breakout, I think it could actually bounce off it and potentially push us above, because we saw this actually the other day as well when it happened here. Remember, we saw that false breakdown down to around it actually hit 48 cents. It fell out of the 50 cent sort of support level, and then it started rocketing up again. And I think we're going to see a very similar thing happen today. And I think we're going to see a couple Elliott waves for NAKD. I've seen some DD of a potential pitchfork just in an upward position, but in my opinion, I don't think that this is right. And the reason for that is I don't believe right now NAKD is going to fly at this current moment, right? And that is because we are still at a very pivotal point in the sense that we're waiting for Citadel and other firms like that to pay back their loans to the bank, or to the government, sorry. The government is owed by these hedge funders and other big firms trillions of dollars, right? And with a T, yes, trillions. Like, it's big stuff. And, you know, I think that we're at a very pivotal point to see the direction of NAKD currently. Now, I do believe that we are going to see a massive spike at some point, but I think in a normal pitchfork position, just going slightly in a bullish canal, that isn't going to be the case. And I can assure all of you, and if I'm wrong, I will hold my hands up to say I'm wrong, but NAKD is going to get a massive spike at some point. It's not just going to be a very slow and steady upward trend, unless obviously some PR comes out, and that, you know what, I will hold my hands up to say I was wrong. NAKD is going to be one of those stocks which is going to probably reverse and then boom, skyrocket up, because what's going to happen is the shorts, they're going to have to cover on their positions within NAKD. They're going to panic and they're going to lose a lot of money, and then they'll just be like, okay, you know what, let's just take our L and move on. That's all my opinion, and that is what I think is going to happen. Another thing I say within this video, I can't stress this enough, is financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. I'm just a university student studying business and management, and I'm trying to, you know, do an analysis of NAKD. So, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt, but this is my DD, and this is what I think. So, like it or leave it, that's my video today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for new. It really helps the channel out. We're currently on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so if you all can help me get there, that'll be very much appreciated. Without further ado, NAKD Army, NAKD Apes, and the trading fleet. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.